On behalf of the Maud E. Wisherd Awards Committee of the Emeriti and Retirees Association, I am pleased to give the Wisherd Award for Outstanding Service to UNL to Charlyne Berens. This award honors someone who has given outstanding volunteer service to UNL during retirement. In his letter of nomination for Charlyne, Dick Dienstbier wrote that her biggest service contribution has been to OLLI, the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute that is affiliated with our UNL. In her years of helping to build OLLI, Charlyne has been a member of the OLLI Curriculum Committee since 2014 and a co-chair of that committee since 2016. In that role, she oversees the development and presentation of upwards of 70 courses per year, and she personally acts as either facilitator or presenter of OLLI courses each year. Since 2015, she has also been a member of the OLLI Advisory Council, the Curriculum Subcommittee for History Courses, and the Subcommittee for Contemporary Affairs. She served on a recent search committee for an OLLI staffer and on the committee to rewrite the OLLI policies and procedures. Charlyne was one of the founding members of the Let's Talk Alliance, which grew out of the OLLI Diversity Committee's effort to reach out to people of color in Lincoln. She continues to serve as a member of the Alliance. For the Emeriti and Retirees Association since 2014, Charlyne has served as the newsletter on the newsletter committee, and she copy edits the content of our newsletters. Congratulations, Charlyne.
Thank you so much. This is a lovely honor, and I am very grateful. And thanks to Dick Dienstbier, who nominated me, and to the awards committee. I am well aware that the members of this association are among the biggest volunteers in our community. And I think what's really cool about these Wisherd Service Awards is that they honor service itself. They recognize the benefits of service. Think about how many needs would go unmet and how many important things wouldn't get done if it weren't for volunteers. You can start with our own association. All of us are volunteers. And then expand your thinking into the community to think of things like the food bank, Matt Talbot Kitchen, come back to campus for the pantry, the student pantry. Things like OLLI, League of Women Voters, and hundreds more. They depend on volunteers. And if the goal of the Wisherd Awards were simply to get us to recognize how critical service is to our neighbors, then it's accomplished that. But I think it also recognizes the importance of service to the person doing the service himself or herself. We all know that it's true. We've heard it's better to give than to receive, and we know that. We've been there. Partly, of course, because the recipients need our help, but almost more because it's such a benefit to the person doing the service. We feel a real sense of satisfaction that can be hard to describe, but is very real. So congratulations to Alan Moeller for his service award, and many thanks to the Maud Wisherd Awards for putting this emphasis on and reminding us of the multiple benefits of service. That's something we all can celebrate. Thank you.
On behalf of the Maud E. Wisherd Awards Committee of the Emeriti and Retirees Association, I am pleased to give the Wisherd Award for Outstanding Community Service to Alan Moeller. This award honors someone who has given outstanding volunteer service to the community during retirement. In his letter of nomination, Tom Hogemeyer wrote, "Presently, Alan is a key member of the Climate Elders Legacy, CEL, organization. They are working to leave a positive legacy for the generations to come, using their available time, energy, and experience to promote understanding and action for sustainable use of resources and defense of the environment. Alan is largely responsible for drafting successful lobbying and implementing of LB 243, establishing the Nebraska Soil Health Task Force in 2019, and was a driving force in its successful operation in 2020. When broadly adopted, healthy soil production techniques will allow more profitable crop production, lower inputs and water use, reduce flooding potential, and increase carbon sequestering in Nebraska ag soils. Another key goal of CEL is to work with all stakeholders to bring about legislative action to develop, fund, and implement a climate change action plan for Nebraska. Alan was the key person in drafting LB 283, currently being considered, directing and funding the University of Nebraska to develop an evidence-based, data-driven strategic action plan for both mitigation and adaptation to the impacts of climate change. The plan is directed to establish benchmarks and goals, including actions to minimize the economic damage climate change will have on the state. Alan has a broad understanding of ways to promote climate change understanding and action. In addition to his work on policy, he promotes and attends meetings on climate change education. In January 2020, some 75 educators met on campus for a 2-hour intensive training session to take this learning to students across the state. Congratulations, Alan.
Well, thank you, UNL Emeriti and Retirees Association. I am most honored and humbled to be the recipient of the Wisherd Community Service Award. In particular, I would like to thank Tom Hogemeyer for the nomination and the awards committee for the honor. When Tom approached me about winning this award, I guess I'd have to say I was just speechless. This is something I never ever expected. Working on the Healthy Soil Initiative was not a one-person show. There were many people that were involved and contributed, including UNL Emeriti, Bruce Johnson, Tom Hogemeyer, and Don Wilhite. We are all members of a small but passionate group called the Nebraska Elder Climate Legacy Initiative. This group is passionate about improving the legacy we are leaving our children and grandchildren. Soil health is such a worthwhile cause as it has so many benefits. Adoption of healthy soil management practices will, over time, improve the profitability for the producer, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and capture CO2 from the atmosphere and stored in the soil. This is really a win-win for the producer, the public, and the environment. Thanks to everyone again for this special recognition, and congratulations to Charlyne for her Wisherd Award as well. Thank you.